Meet Georgia, a country located in the heart of the Caucasus on the eastern coast of the Black Sea, with its capital in Tbilisi. The country covers an area of 70,000 square kilometers, with a population of over 3.7 million. Georgia is the homeland of the first Europeans. It is a location of an interrupted civilization. Two ancient Georgian states, Colchis and Iberia, emerged here during antiquity, and historically the country served as the cultural, educational, and trade hub in the region. The Georgian alphabet is among the world's 14 oldest alphabets, and the language continues to be preserved and developed today. Christianity was declared the state religion of Georgia in the 4th century. Since then, it has been a country of continuous Christian culture right up to the present day. Georgia is claimed to be the cradle of wine, with a unique tradition of winemaking dating 8,000 years. This method of winemaking in clay vessels, called kvevari, has become part of the UNESCO World Heritage List. 3,300 years ago, the 50-oared vessel Argo sailed from Greece to Colchis. The Argonauts were led by Jason. Their expedition aimed to bring the golden fleece from Colchis to Greece. The Hellenes thought that Colchis, also known as the Kingdom of Aeta, lay at a distance of 180 stadia from the Delta of Phasis. This is Nokalakevi. In this city, the Colchian princess Medea grew medicinal plants. This is the first time in world history where a garden of medicinal plants is mentioned. Jason was successful in acquiring the golden fleece and left Colchis together with Medea. In Greece, Medea realized that she had forsaken everyone and everything, but that she and her knowledge had survived. Later on, humanity would call her knowledge medicine. For the Greeks, Colchis was the scene of the most incredible events. It was in Colchis that Prometheus was chained to a rock. Plato, the greatest philosopher of the ancient world, once said, "The earth is extremely large and will live on only a small part of it, from Phasis to the Pillars of Hercules." That is, from the banks of the Rioni River to the Strait of Gibraltar. 1,000 years after the Argonauts' campaign, the definitive epic myth, Argonautica, was composed in the Library of Alexandria. Argonautica tells us that the Colch Chalybs were ironsmiths. Even today, steel is called chalybos in Greek. Communication between Colchis and Greece laid the foundation for the construction of antique cities. This is the site of the ancient city of Vani, where most of the ancient artifacts portray Greek deities. This is Dionysus, who preferred to live a wandering life rather than stay on Mount Olympus. This is Nike, the goddess of victory. The technical execution and artistic taste of the gold objects discovered here are even admired today. The Greeks used to say that Colchis was rich in gold. Colchis was often visited by Greek scholars. In the 4th century BC, the great doctor Hippocrates arrived at the port of Phasis. He noted, "Our shape was greeted by 137 interpreters." Such was the reality of Colchis at that time. Times changed, and in a new religious environment, the Greeks and Georgians stood on the same side once more, as members of the Orthodox branch of Christianity. This is the holy mountain of Athos, the most sacred sanctuary among Orthodox Christians. The monastery of Iveron, Georgia's largest Christian lavra, is still functioning here. After Tornike Aristavi assisted Basil Caesar's family in crushing the uprising of Bardas Skleros, Georgians were gifted the territory on which the monastery stands. This happened in the 10th century. Georgian Lavra of Athos played a significant role in the histories of Georgia and Greece. The translation work of Georgian Georgi Mtatsmindeli preserved many manuscripts for the Greeks as well. Greek settlements appeared extensively throughout Georgia during the reign of Heraclius II. For example, the village of Iraga, Tetriskaro, as well as in Ajara, Borjomi, and Abkhazia. There are also Greek temples in many regions of Georgia to this day. The historical coexistence and partnership of these two ancient countries dates back over 4,000 years and continues to develop and strengthen even more.